Hello, my name's Artemis, and it seems that with the ending of this year, we are also ending this decade. The 2010s are about to end, and that was a nice little rhyme. And we are about to enter into the 2020s, which, you know, isn't really going to be all that fucking different from the looks of things. It's just a bit of time, but it does give you the chance to sit back, reflect on some of the things that we've sort of experienced and exhibited and demonstrated over the past 10 fucking years. And that we might not potentially want to bring forward into the 2020s. It's always good to see what you can change. So, fuck it. I came up with a little list, and let's go through 10 things that maybe we should just leave in the 2010s and not continue going forward. Let's get ready and get into this shit. Number 1, Tumblr Mindset, and I'm going to just say it. If you are still on Tumblr and you are not 13 years old, what the fuck are you doing on that website apart from damaging your own development? I really don't like the whole culture of triggered, offended, snowflakes and all of that. Now, being upset and angry over legitimate issues is a whole different matter. I'm talking about the professional victims who are consistently looking for things to be offended by because that's all that they know. That shit needs to fucking end. Essentially, it will stunt your growth, it is damaging to society, and the worst fucking thing it does is it trivializes big issues that deserve a better spotlight rather than just people whining. And, you know, case in point, look at the amount of people who were pissed off and ranting and raving about the national decks being taken out of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Compare that to the amount of people who are pissed off about the Hong Kong protests and some of the shady shit China is doing with Muslim internment camps, and you start to get really fucking angry with this trivialization. So maybe we'll just leave that, won't continue that anymore, and we'll be better. Number 2, boomers and millennials. And while I'm not saying that we should kill all of them, because that includes killing me, and that's pretty hard to do, trust me, I've tried. No, what I'm actually saying is let's kill the terms. Let's kill that division. It might be a bit of a thing that I'm saying that, but fuck it. I really don't like the terms boomer and millennials anymore. It's funny to say, okay, boomer, but ultimately it just divides us. It is a way of us versus them, and that's not going to get us anywhere. That's just going to get us fighting against each other when there are things we should be fighting for. So maybe we need to make a few concessions towards each other and come together and actually fix this fucking planet, rather than just focusing on, you lot had it easier than us, fuck you for voting the right wing, and you guys like avocado too much, grow the fuck up. Honestly, where the fuck is that taking us? Hopefully, not into the 2020s. Number 3, Nazism and the extreme right wing. Now, this is something that should have been fucking ended back in 45. In fact, I'm gonna say it should never have existed. But here we are with legitimate Nazi parties still around. Okay, that shit, we just need to clamp down and just say, you know what? No, we're not doing that no more. That's something we should be embarrassed of as a species, okay? And as opposed to the whole extreme right wing, don't worry, I'm not saying that all conservative voters deserve to die. And even if I was to say it, it's a joke, so that one guy on Twitter, calm the fuck down. No, what I'm really saying is there are countries that are trying to legalise homosexuality in this day and age. Maybe we should actually consistently take steps forward rather than being dragged backwards into the fucking past. Oh my god. Number 4, billionaires. Yep, fuck them. Fuck the rich. Fuck Jeff Bezos, the money-hoarding cunt. I'm gonna say it. Nobody needs to be that rich. Nobody needs that money. What the hell are you gonna do with it? Well, apparently, nothing. Hoard the wealth and grow it like a fucking ego. Why? Why does anybody need to be that rich when we've got so many fucking things that need funding? We have the future of our planet, for instance, renewable energy sources to overtake fossil fuels. There are people dying of fucking AIDS still. There are people dying of starvation. People in China got the Black Plague. America doesn't have universal health care. Holy goddamn shit! Let's get rid of these rich fucking cunts and actually fund the world. Number 5, Cis-Het normality superiority. Now, I'm not going to go all fucking, oh god, I don't really know how to say it, extremist, I suppose, and say that straight is bad hell. No, but we've been taking decent steps into everything else being accepted, and I really think that we need to continue with that. I'm not saying this is something that's bad. I'm saying we are following a good path. We just need to accelerate our little travel down it. The man plus woman is the only dynamic needs to fucking end for good. We need to be accepting of platonic love, and that not everybody needs to have one romantic partner, because not everybody really wants that. Maybe wanting kids isn't the best thing in the world that's going to cement your relationship, and it's, you know, just generally, let's let people live the life they fucking want to live and actually accept them for it, rather than make them feel shit because of our own prejudices. Number 6, fossil fuels. Pretty much a no-brainer, really. We're pumping dangerous chemicals into the atmosphere, no matter what people want to say to debunk it. It's funding war, it's funding fucking the pockets of billionaires who don't give a shit about the fucking planet because they ain't going to be around to see the consequences. It's killing species, melting ice caps, and ultimately shortening our potential future as a species on this planet. Considering there's plenty of alternatives that just need someone to actually get behind and make them viable, let's do that. Number 7, TERFs. Why do they exist in the first place? I honestly can't wrap my head around it. If you're part of a community that preaches inclusion, then you kind of can't just pick and choose what you're going to include. You can't just say, yeah, we welcome everybody. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you in particular. No, that doesn't work, all right? That is gatekeeping, cunt mentality, and quite frankly, you need to grow the fuck up, okay? Like, oh, but it's lessening us. Okay, no, sorry. Someone else's added freedom does not take away from your freedom, okay? It's not like there is a cup in the middle of the world that has all of the set freedom in it, and anybody drinking it takes it away from you, okay? It is infinite. Everybody can have fucking freedom. So, Jesus, stop gatekeeping, you bastards. Number 8, religious pandering. That's right, I'm actually going to talk about religion. And while I have no problem with God himself, herself, itself, I sure as shit have a few problems with their fucking fan club. Your personal religious beliefs should not dictate the lives of those who do not follow them, okay? Just because a book says something that you think it says does not mean you have the right to control their lives. Let people have abortions if they fucking need it. Let people marry if they fucking want to. If it does not affect you, shut the fuck up and keep walking, Karen. And unfortunately, this goes a whole lot further. Now, I can argue that whole wonderful quote from West Wing, which I'll probably have a graphic for here, with the whole gay is an abomination, it says it in the Bible. Well, it also says you can sell your daughter into slavery and stone someone for wearing clothes made of 2 different threads. So, if it's okay to ignore that, I guess it's okay to ignore the rest of it, because the world has moved on. But no, there are bigger issues than that. There is the legalization of homosexuality in certain countries. There is the enforcement of certain religions in certain countries, and even worse, there is the persecution of certain religions in certain countries. That shit should never have fucking existed in the first place, and it pisses me off that we've gotten this far down the track and it's still happening. So could we please, for the love of humanity, stop that shit? Number 9, we have victimhood culture, and this is where it is popular to be the victim, where you kind of want to be the oppressed society, where everything has to be against you. This whole argument where it is popular to be broken, where you need fixing, and therefore that's how you get attention from other people, which is a very dangerous precedent to set and a horrible pattern to fall into. And it's also the whole mentality of, I'm offended, so you're wrong. Well, no, we need to give rise to fucking logical, rational debate that challenges thoughts that need to be challenged and allows us to evolve as people and a society. Maybe we should just kind of give up on the whole, but it's upsetting to me. Well, change is hard, champ. It's still fucking worthwhile when you can't avoid it. And number 10, stigma. And I don't mean stigmata like that whole Christianity thing or that fucking film. No, what I really mean is the stigma of being broken. The stigma of having issues that you struggle with. Things like toxic masculinity. That sort of shit needs to go out the fucking window, okay? I am so sick and tired of seeing people who feel like they need to be ashamed because of the way that they feel, because that's what society says, of seeing people struggle with the burden of keeping everything together just because that's what they're supposed to do. Seeing people fucking ashamed of having a breakdown when we're all fucking human and we've all done it. Why does that shit still persist? If it's a struggle that is so universal, then why can't we fucking empathize with each other and give each other that fucking help and support when we need it? Well, holy shit, I think maybe, just maybe, we want to do that going forward. Maybe, just maybe, we should have been doing that all along. So there you go, there's 10 things that I feel we need to really work on. It's just 10. There's probably a hell of a lot fucking more. And yes, it did turn into a bit of a rant, didn't it? But aren't those always fun? Ugh. Join me in 2030 when I go back over this video and say, why didn't we do any of this shit? And that's probably depressingly accurate as well. Have a good new year. I'm currently at MFF, so maybe this video is a bit early, but come find me if you're around. If not, then don't find me. That's a hell of a fucking commute if you're not at MFF. So, okay, bye. I still don't know how to end these videos.